Hello everyone, it's Sheila back again. I've been asked to do a tutorial on coasters. There's one or two of my subscribers have asked me to do this. So I'm going to do this one here. It's a recent one I've done. I'm using a 4mm hook, and I'm going to be using these colour yarns: yellow, purple, pink and cream. So I will show how I'm doing this now. I'm starting with the yellow first. I'll pull some out because I'll need a little bit to work with. And to start this off, I'm going to make a magic circle. For anyone who doesn't know how to make a magic circle, you just wrap the yarn round your two fingers like that. And you put the hook and take the back part of the loop. And there's your magic circle. And just do a slip knot. And around that circle I'm going to do 10 double crochet. It's double crochet in the UK, single crochet if you're in the United States. 1, 2, 3. Tighten that circle up a little bit. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And count them up to make sure I haven't miscounted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, I'm not sure. Was that 10 or 9? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 with that end one there. The reason it's called a magic circle because you pull it like that to tighten it up. You can tighten it more to close up the loop. I'm going to take that first stitch. It's a little bit tight down there. You want to slip that stitch there. And each of those 10 double crochets, I'm going to do 3 partial triple crochets. You'll see what I mean when I do it. Do 1 crochet, put the yarn over the hook. I'm sure which is the first one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do that one there. So I've only went through the first 2 stitches on the triple crochet, and it's a yarn over the hook and into that same stitch and through the first 2 stitches, and you have 3 stitches on the hook now. Yarn over again and into that same space, that same stitch, and you have 4 stitches on the hook now. And yarn over the hook and pull through all those 4 stitches. That's your first little cluster. And you make 1 chain, and then you do that again 3 times into the next stitch, That's yarn over hook into the stitch, yarn over the hook, pull through 2, yarn over the hook into the stitch, pull through 2 again, yarn over the hook into the stitch, pull through the first 2 stitches again, and then you have 4 on the hook, and you pull through all those 4 stitches and chain 1, and I'll do that one more time. It's into the next stitch, yarn over the hook, pull through, yarn over the hook, pull through 2, yarn over the hook into the stitch, pull through 2, yarn over the hook into the stitch, pull through 2 stitches, 4 stitches on the hook, yarn over and pull through those 4 stitches, and then make 1 chain, and I'll meet you at the end of that. And I'm on to my last cluster. Let's yarn over into the hook, into the stitch, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over into the stitch, pull through 2 stitches. No, I've made a mistake. I should have 4 there. I'll have to go back. The first one, I think I've done 2. It's 2 stitches. Second, 3 stitches. Third one, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 4. That's all mine. 1 chain, and then go into the top, your top stitch, to slip the stitch and slip that stitch through. And cut that off. Oops, I didn't pull it through properly. So that's the first round done. Well, it's the second round really. The first round was round the magic circle. I'll tighten that as much as I can there, and that will close up the hole. I don't need a long bit like that on the I'm going to do the cream next. And get some cream out to work with. And I'm going to make a slip knot. And you start anywhere around the circle. And pull that stitch through. Tied it. And we're doing the same stitches as what I've done around the yellow, but we're putting 2 into each space with a chain in between. So yarn over hook into the first stitch, and the end here where I've joined the colour on, I work that in over the top of the here when I'm doing it. I keep working it in like that as I'm going around, so I don't have to sew it in afterwards. And get through the stitch. And that's the first stitch. Second, we've got 3 stitches on the hook. And the third, pull through 2, and we now have 4 stitches. yarn over and pull through all 4, 1 chain, yarn over the hook, go into that same space again, that's once, twice, pull through 2 and then pull through all 4 stitches and make 1 chain, yarn over the hook into the next space and keep bringing the end of the cream around with you each time you go around. You have 4 stitches on the hook, yarn over, pull through all 4, it's a chain, yarn over the hook and into that same space again. Just a bit there, that same space again. We now have 4 stitches on the hook, yarn over and pull through all 4, 1 chain, and we do that in every space all the way around. And when I come to this piece of wool here, I work it in the same way I'm doing this one here. So I'll meet you at the end. And I'm on to my last cluster of 3. Yarn over the hook, bring through 2, yarn over the hook, bring through 2, yarn over the hook, bring through 2. There's 4 stitches left on the hook, yarn over, pull through all 4 stitches on the hook. That was the last one, and now you take the top of the first lot of clusters and do a slip stitch. And I'm going to take this yarn off. That's another round done. I'm finished with the cream for now. I'm going to do the purple next. So the purple, that's 1, 2, 3 rows. I'll have to check with my other one first. 1, 2, 3. I'm on to the green one. This one, where's the end? There. I'll get some wool off to work with. And the same as before, you start anywhere in the around the circle. You make a slip knot. Put the hook through. Not too tight, yeah. And then just slip 1 stitch through there. And then we're going to do into each of these. I'll have to check the other one to see how many I have to do. Oh, it's through each, 1 through each space with a chain at the top. That's it. So we're doing 1 3 stitch cluster into each space. Now I've taken that off the whole thing, I need the 2 on. Start there again. So into the space, yarn over the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2 again, that stitch isn't right in there, it's not tightening up. Do it again. Pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 4 stitches and make 1 chain, and then it's into the next space. You do the same again. Yarn over, pull through all 4 stitches, 1 chain, and do that into the next space. You've got 4 stitches on the hook, yarn over, pull through all 4, 1 chain, and you do that in every space all the way around, a cluster of 3 into every space and 1 chain, and then I'll meet you at the other end. And don't forget, when you come to the end, to work it in. It saves sewing ends in later on. Or weaving them in, whatever anyone decided to do. And there we're moving it along to the next space, yeah. And you just keep moving it along until it's disappeared into the edge of the coaster. So onto my last cluster of 3 stitches. There's 4 stitches on the hook, pull through all 4, one chain, and then slip stitch into the top of the stitch at the top of the first cluster. That's that one finished with. So that's round 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That over there. And now for the pink. My hook out the way. I'll have to pull some of this out. It's fairly new ball. I think I need some smaller balls off these ones. It's a bit big to handle. slip knot again, and again we're joining anywhere around the circle. Put the slip knot on the end of the needle, don't pull it too tight because you want to be able to have a large stitch on the end. And here we're going 1, 2, 3. And work the end in again here, and we're going to do 7 triple crochet into this space, full triple crochets they are. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's the first 7 into the, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we're doing 1 chain, and then we're missing the next space and going into this one. Don't know whether that'll stretch across, but put it in. No, I think I'll have to weave that little bit in. It's going to pull it too tight. And so we're doing the same again. It's 7 triple crochets, double crochets if you're in the United States. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, and 1 chain, and we're going to do that in every other space. That's one. I'm missing that space and doing it in that space, missing that space, doing it in that space, working that in as we go along as far as we can, and I'll meet you at the other end. And I'm on to my last cluster of 7. This one and into that one there. That's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 1 chain, and then I've got to slip stitch into the bottom of this cluster, first cluster. So that's pink finished with, and I'm going to use the cream again to go around the edge. And as before, you can start anywhere on the circle. Well, I'm going to start in the middle of the one of the clusters. Make my slip knot. Yeah. And then I'm going to do, I think it's 7. I better count these up first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we're doing 7 in each cluster. We're doing 7 double crochet, single crochet in the United States, and 1 spike. It's called a spike down here, and I'll show you how to do that when I get to it. Oh no. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6, 7 up to it. So I've done 5 from the middle of that cluster there, and then you put the hook, go past that space there and into the space below that, and you bring the stitch up in line with the one that's already in place, and you do a double crochet, and then you go into the next hook for the next cluster, and you do another 7 around that one. And then another spike down into the second space, and bring it up level with the other stitch. And then do your 7 again over the cluster. Oh, and I forgot to work that bit in there, so I'm going to have to weave that bit in when I finish. And then do another spike, bring it up level with the stitch at the top. It's just a single double crochet we're doing into the 2 spaces, and I'll meet you at the end of that round. And almost at the end. last spike. I haven't got through the space properly. And the last few stitches. And then go into the last stitch. Slip that stitch. And I'm going to leave a long chain to sew in. And that's my tutorial for my coaster. I think it's a little bit, oh, it's about the same size. Looked a little bit smaller, it must have been just my eyes. Different colours probably. So that's another one, the same as that one, with an odd few different colours in different places. So if you like my video and would like to see more sometime, thumbs up and subscribe.